Hi everyone, I'm Shelly from There's No Place Like Home at redheadmom8.wordpress.com. Today I'm continuing my series, How to Get Started Homeschooling, and I'm going to talk to you about choosing your curriculum. For the first part of the series, we talked about legalities. Then we moved on to deschooling, and then why you shouldn't choose your curriculum just yet. But today we're going to talk a little bit about how to choose your curriculum. Now, I want you to keep in mind that curriculum does not only mean books. It is actually your plan for how you're going to homeschool your children. But today we're going to focus mainly on the book issues. Before you even start spending any money, I want you to go to your library. It is a treasure trove of information for your children. And I don't mean just to look for workbooks there. I mean look for actual books of things that they're interested in. You don't need to homeschool with textbooks. Living books and trade books are awesome ways to teach your children because they're actually interesting. They've got beautiful colored pictures in them, and you can take your kids with you and they can choose the types of books that they want to learn about. If you still decide that you want to buy some things, I really suggest that you check on places like rainbowresources.com, which I will link to the bottom here, EduSense, and Amazon. Those are all great places to find curriculum, and there's nothing wrong with buying used curriculum. Another thing when you buy curriculum is you want to maybe reach out to some other homeschoolers that you might know and ask them what they like. Keep in mind your child's learning preferences and the things that they want to learn about, but if it sounds like something that you think your kids might like, you might want to give it a try, especially if it's something inexpensive. And I want to tell you that just because a curriculum is expensive does not mean A, that it's going to work for you, or B, that it's even any good, because there are a lot of box curriculums out there that are really expensive that I honestly think are just about the most boring thing you can use to teach your children with. So just keep that in mind. Choosing your curriculum really has to be an individual thing. I really suggest that you take your child and have them sit with you and ask them, what sorts of things do you want to learn about? Does this look like a good curriculum to you? Do you think you'd be interested in this? And one thing that I want to tell you not to do is do not go to your school district or even, I'd say, to teachers to ask them for advice on choosing curriculum. The reason that I say this is because last year when I went to turn in my affidavit at my school district, there was a new homeschooler there, and I heard them asking the secretary about homeschool curriculum, and I actually heard the secretary telling them that they should hire a teacher to choose curriculum for them. And I was just thinking, no, do not do that. Don't do that. Don't ask the school district anything at all about homeschooling. I said that in my first video, and I'm telling you now, they are not trained in homeschooling. Homeschooling is nothing at all like school. And they may have great intentions, but they honestly don't know much about homeschooling. Now, there are some teachers who homeschool their kids, and there are some teachers who have family members who homeschool, so they may know a little something about it. But the vast majority of teachers, really, if you ask them about curriculum, they're just going to think about the sorts of things they do in school, and they're really just going to put you back in that hole of thinking that school is the only way to learn. So I'm just telling you, don't go to your school district and ask them for advice on homeschooling. That is the most important thing I can tell you right now. So I hope that this information is helpful to you. I'm going to put some links at the bottom of places that I've found curriculum at and enjoyed, and I hope that you have a wonderful week.